First of all, my gorgeous Libra, you're actually going to be super excited and super delighted and super happy right at the beginning of this week. You know why? Because something is going to make you feel so happy. It's to do with the specific news which you are going to have, and this is going to be very personal to you. And it also means that this particular news which you're going to receive, it's a lot to do with something that was worrying you so much, like, oh my God, especially when it comes to your future. So this is why this is going to be so important to you, but also at the same time, this in itself, it's really going to bring you and somebody much closer together. It's going to really help you to reconnect with somebody very specific in your life. All this is going to contribute towards you kind of thinking about starting something, and this is something that you're only going to start thinking about at this stage, but it's quite important to mention that already by the end of this week, you're already going to have a significant opportunity which is going to be almost impossible for you to ignore, and that particular opportunity, it's going to make you like so happy in as little as 3 months time. But especially when it comes to the end of March 2024, this is when you can see the results of this, because you are gonna benefit from this in such a way where you are gonna feel so much happier, especially when it comes to like your day-to-day life and you're like kind of like a lifestyle, for example. Okay, so this is brilliant, but it also means like the beginning of a very important manifestation which is going to come through, which is gonna manifest itself by the end of March 2024. Very important indeed. So you are gonna be super happy and super excited, but you must also pay attention to your intuition, because something it's going to be offered to you after that moment in time. Something is going to be offered to you, and you're going to think like there is something is not right about what's been offered to you. Something is just not going to be right. In normal terms, you would be like, oh, I'm so happy and so excited. But now the psychic Libra, it's about to kick in, because you're ridiculously intuitive, and this is when your intuition is going to take over. For the love of God, don't do something that you know it's not good for you. And I know I say this before, I know I've mentioned these particular words before, but now this is going to be something that you must not ignore whatsoever. So the moment in time something is offered to you and that doesn't make sense to you whatsoever, I'm saying that, your intuition is going to be like, no baby, no. But almost as everybody else, it's going to be like, why are you not excited? Why are you not happy? My gorgeous Libra, you have to follow your soul. You have to follow your spirit. And you must not go for this, what is actually going to be offered to you whatsoever. Because it's going to make your life really difficult, unnecessarily difficult. It's going to change the balance. It's going to change the balance in a negative way. And you are going to end up with way too much. And then everything is going to become unnecessarily scattered, only because you were ignoring your intuition. Listen to me very carefully. When something is offered to you right at the beginning of this week, you have to avoid this at all costs. All you need to do is follow your intuition, because if you go for it, it's not only going to make your life so unnecessarily difficult, but it's also going to you will do something which is going to be completely irreversible, absolutely silly, and maybe a little bit crazy. So you have to be smart, okay? You have to be smart, and you have to follow your intuition. This is so important. And almost as if you are really gonna start becoming pressurized to do this. And I do not like the people that you're gonna find yourself being surrounded by. And I do not like the people who are gonna be like guiding you to do this, because there is something wrong with these people, okay? There is something not quite right avoid with these people. Maybe it's just a couple of people, or maybe it's a group of people that most certainly you should avoid, because there is some kind of ulterior motive gonna be going on. This is why, my gorgeous Libra, this is going to be ever so important, like, oh my God. Also, couple of days after that, still at the beginning of this week, you know, it's a lot to do with your family. It's a lot to do with the people who means the most to you. It's a lot to do with the people who makes you feel really, really happy. You know, something is gonna happen, something really good and something really positive when it comes to, like, you know, people in your life, perhaps your family members or like a great friends. There is something that you are gonna feel so inspired by when it comes to the specific group of people who are really great, who are, like, you know, the best people in your life. And this is gonna come from pure joy and pure happiness and the pure optimism. So the people in your life, like your family member and the best people in your life who you feel emotionally connected to, somehow they are going to inspire you. They're gonna inspire you so much to do something. They're gonna awaken something within that was sleeping for such a long time, and it was waiting for this moment in time. It hasn't been sleeping, but you picked up on quite a lot of informations within the last 2 or 3 years, for example. So all this was absolutely crucial in order for you to gain the necessary knowledge and get to this stage of your life, because very soon after that moment in time, there is this vision which you're gonna have. You're not gonna be able to stop thinking about this whatsoever, and there is this vision which you are going to have, my gorgeous Libra. And this vision, it's all going to be about you starting something new, you starting some kind of a project, you starting some kind of a project. The more you think about it, the more you're gonna grow. The more you think about it, the more passionate you are going to be. You need to understand that this is gonna not only gonna bring a really great success into, this is gonna be successful. This is going successful. Successful. This is going to be successful, my gorgeous Libra, like so successful. But it's not only about that. It's about the beginning of this process where the ultimate change is gonna come into your life. This is also bringing like an ultimate change into your life as well. Absolutely remarkable, my gorgeous Libra, in so many different ways. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, you know, you are gonna realize, you know, I need to make an important decision. Is this the perfect time of like your spirituality and materialistic things? Everything is gonna be like in a perfect balance here indeed. So you are gonna feel a very spiritual. You are gonna kind of remember the specific things, you know, like when it comes to your dreams, you are gonna remember your dreams quite vividly at around the midweek, and there is also very specific reason for it, because there are going to be 2 or 3 little dreams that you're going to have. They're going to be very quick, very sharp, okay, but they are gonna be reminding you of something. They're gonna be reminding you very vividly of what you need to do. What are you neglecting, for example? Something that you need to do. You will be reminded through your dreams. Follow it, because it's coming from somewhere really, really special, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. But also on another note, you know, when I say that you're gonna make this really important decision at around the midweek, this decision that you're gonna make, it's about you starting to plan. You're gonna realize, now I need to come up with a plan. I need to come up with a plan how I can really kind of basically, you know, I need to come up with a plan how I can basically, you know, move on from something that makes me so hopeless, you know, but it's something that is so toxic, you know, creating such a toxicity. And I hate this word, but I'm saying this, something that creates such a toxicity in your life, but at the same time, something that's making you feel really depressed, something that that even causing like lots of issues when it comes to so many other things, you know, but it's also something that you find it so hard to let it go, you know, because every single time when you think about it, you know, the power of bloody negative thinking just takes over, and then subconsciously you just give yourself to it. So now you're gonna have the power. Remember, is the perfect balance in between your spirituality and other things, and that in itself is gonna contribute towards you having the perfect balance in order to actually do something about it for the first time in your life. This is why this is so important, my gorgeous Libra. Do not ignore it, because this time you are gonna be able to do something about it. And as soon as you do this, you know, you will see how much this was affecting your life. Not almost immediately, but within the next few weeks, it's like, oh my God, there's so many opportunities and possibilities that you are going to have that were prevented because of this. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Libra, at the moment in time, baby, the moment in time you realize where and why do you need to set the boundaries here. You're gonna need to set the certain boundaries about something that you've been feeling so weak about, okay? So you are gonna, the moment in time you realize what exactly you need to set the boundaries with, you know what I mean, like you are gonna do it, and that in itself is gonna be a very, very smart choice indeed, because not that long after that moment in time, my gorgeous Libra, all I can say, there is a little adventure which you are going to have. Something is gonna happen and it's gonna blow you away, baby. Something is gonna happen, it's gonna blow you away. It's gonna remind you of having a fun in our lives. It's going to remind you of you needing to focus on other things apart from those things that you have been focusing on so far. It's very important to think about the balance. But this adventure, it's also going to remind you of how things used to be in your life. And you're going to be thinking about certain aspects from a long time ago. And now suddenly you're gonna feel connected to them more than ever, even more than back then. And this is telling you something. It's all gonna lead towards you deciding to move on with your life, and you're gonna make a remarkable decision here. And I'm absolutely you should absolutely go for it. You should go for it, my gorgeous Libra, because this in itself is going to change your life, and you're literally moving towards calmer waters. And what does that mean? It means that you will be able to focus on things that you should be focusing on without your energy being drained unnecessarily with things that have slowly come to an end a while back. But sometimes we just need a time in order to realize this, and that's exactly what's happening here right now. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye. Mwah.